Welcome to this morning yoga practice for being fluid. My name is Suzanne Lawson. You may not need any props for this practice, but you may wish to have a block or two, and I'm actually starting this practice sitting on a meditation cushion. So I invite you to come and join me on the mat, sitting cross-legged, so we can just start to ground into our practice for the day ahead. So pop your hands on your knees and close the eyes and just start to focus on your breath. Start to shelve anything that you may be thinking about for your day. Just leave that to one side for now. And let's really look at not only moving our bodies with fluidity, but also our mind, allowing things to just wash over us and connect with our breath. So allowing that breath to just take control of our day. Breathing in and maybe just sighing that breath out as you settle in to the yoga mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice how you feel before we start this practice on this morning. Waking up the body, waking up our nervous system as we connect mind, body and breath. So open up the eyes, take your right palm down onto the mat and lift your left arm up and over. So just be gentle, it's early in the morning. Other side. Just moving through fluidity. And then take both palms up to greet the sun. And then moving over with both arms up in the air now to one side and then the other side. Coming back to center. Breathing in. And then I invite you to join me into tabletop position. But we're going to do a bit of a fluid flow. So get yourself in tabletop. Then just bring your hips back slightly. And then I want you to walk your palms out further forward on the mat. And then we're going to come into this kind of flow series where we're going to do some circles with our hips one way and the other. So let's start with the right, going around the right, coming forward and back down the left side, dropping the head. So moving the hips, but also being mindful of the shoulders, of the neck, pressing the fingertips into the earth beneath you. And then we'll go the other side, left to right, back to left to right. Just really mindfully opening up the hips, the spine, the ribs. Breathing in and breathing out. And then come back into tabletop and we'll just do a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, look up, exhale, round the back for cat. And again, inhale, look up, exhale, draw the belly in, pressing the mat away. One more, inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Well done. And so from here, I want you to just walk the hands further forward, tuck the toes and press up for our first downward dog. So bending one leg, bending the other, being mindful of your morning practice. Be gentle, pressing into the yoga mat, lifting the hips, taking a big, nice, big, deep breath in through the nose and a long exhale through the nose. Remember, downward dog is a resting pose. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, hanging ragdoll. Or if you prefer, you can grab your opposite elbows. And then from here, let's just come into a couple of twists from one way. So turn to the right, just moving the arms to the right and then the left. Opening up the hips, back to center. Then walk your hands all the way forward on the mat. Bring your shoulders over your wrists for plank. Breathe in. And then knees, chest, chin on your exhale. Take your arms either side, palms facing up. On your next inhale, lift the torso, lift the legs, lengthen the neck. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, and release. Well done. Push yourself all the way back up into downward facing dog and breathe. And inhale the breath, look forward, step to the front of your mat, exhale, forward fold, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into your feet and come all the way up to standing in mountain pose, arms over your head, interlace the fingers and take your body over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, take your body over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's come into chair pose on our next inhale. Take the arms back for aeroplane arms. And then stand back into Tadasana, arms up, mountain. We inhale back to chair. Exhale, arms back. Inhale back to Tadasana. So go with fluidity here as you're drawing your arms up and then drawing your arms back as you bend your knees. Inhale, coming up, and then exhale, just come all the way down, forward fold. Breathe here. And then step your left foot back in space and take it all the way back as far as you can on your yoga mat. And just move your body back and forward. So bending and straightening that right leg. Drop the left knee. And then come up into a low crescent lunge. Take your gaze forward or up towards the ceiling. Open the arms wider to salute the sun and breathe here. Just breathing up all the way through your legs and release. Hands come back down to the floor. Lift that back leg and just bump it in a little bit and then step yourself back to downward facing dog and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, look forward, step to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, come back to chair pose. Exhale, aeroplane the arms back. Inhale, stand tall, look up. And then exhale, come back into chair, arms behind. Back into that fluidity. As you move with breath, inhale, stand, Tadasana. Exhale, coming back through to chair with aeroplane arms. Coming back through, forward fold. Take a breath. Inhale, lift that right leg up in space. Send it all the way back to the back of your yoga mat. And then bend and straighten that front left leg. As you start to bring some fluidity into the muscles of your legs, plant the back knee down and inhale the arms up. Separate the fingers, salute the sun, breathing in and breathing out. Try and lift through from your waist, pressing into that front foot, allowing the knee to be over the ankle. Release, come forward, step yourself back into downward facing dog and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Hips high. Inhale, look forward, step to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back into chair pose. Exhale, extend the arms back. Inhale, bring that left leg up as you rise, drawing that knee up in space. Breathe. And then slowly send that left leg back. Bring your arms up. Sun salutation. Breathing in this high crescent lunge pose. And turn your feet into warrior two. So right foot straight, left foot back in slightly on the angle. Arms strong. Look over the right arm. Draw that right knee back in space so it's in line with your ankle. Back leg strong. Press the outer edge of the back foot into the mat. Press all four corners of the front foot into the mat. Straighten the right leg and reverse triangle. Look up to the sky. Breathe. And then windscreen wiper the arms all the way back down and press back into downward facing dog and breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Look forward, step to the front of your mat on an inhale, forward fold, and then inhale, arms come back up into chair, take them back, and then as you sweep them forward, sweep that right leg up in space. Find your drishti, your focal point in front of you to keep your balance. And then slowly step that right foot back. Arms coming up into a high crescent lunge. Open the arms out to greet the sun. Breathing in and breathing out. And take yourself into warrior two. Maybe extend your stance. Right foot comes slightly in on the angle. You want your left knee bent, looking over your left hand. Draw that right shoulder back in space. Left knee back in space. Straighten the left leg and come into reverse triangle. Take a breath and then exhale all the way back, pushing yourself back into downward facing dog. Breathe. And then slowly bring yourself back to the front of your mat. Come into a forward fold. And then bring yourself back into your chair pose. Take the arms back and we'll sweep that leg all the way up on an inhale. On an exhale, we step back into crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windscreen wiper the arms, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, draw yourself up, bring that right leg with it. Exhale, step yourself back, crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windscreen wiper and back, down dog, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward, step, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, arms behind. Inhale, sweep that left leg up, arms up. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, look up. Exhale the breath, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale all the way back round and step, downward facing dog, and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward, step, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, aeroplane the arms behind you. Inhale, right leg lifts, arms come up either side of your ears. Exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Inhale, look up. Exhale, warrior two, left leg bends. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, coming all the way back into downward facing dog. And breathe. So from here we're going to come into a balancing pose, just based on what we've just been doing. So from here, take a nice big deep breath in. Look forward, step forward, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into chair. Exhale, aeroplane the arms back. Then inhale, as you rise, bring that left leg up, arms up, strong. We're going to stay here, so find your drishti, find your gaze, lifting that left knee up in space. And then drop your left ankle on your right knee, palms to prayer. And start to see if you can lower your hips down towards the mat. So really take your attention to your left buttocks, your left glutes. Then inhale, come back up and step back into your high lunge pose. Take that right leg back, inch forward into your warrior two pose. So taking your time. And then we'll come across into triangle. So straighten that right leg, bringing the right hand down to the knee or the shin or the ankle, extending that left arm back up in space. So draw that left shoulder blade back. Doesn't matter where your right hand is, that right hand could be right above your knee, as long as you've got both legs straight. Come up, take that right foot in, and then inhale, exhale, forward fold from the waist. So take your palms to the earth and then just walk them over to your right foot. Drop the head. Breathe. Back to center. Take them over to the left foot and breathe. Come back to center and then allow your head to come all the way back round to the front of your mat and press yourself back into downward facing dog and breathe. So we'll do the other side. Step forward, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold. So inhale, come back into chair. Take your arms behind you, aeroplane. Then inhale, press into that left foot as you draw the right knee up in space. Find your drishti. Keep your balance. Breathing in and breathing out. Take your right ankle over your left knee, palms to prayer to your heart center. And start to come forward and down. So in a chair pose, like a one-legged chair pose. Just take your time. And then coming all the way back up. Look up and step back into that high lunge. Drop the right foot down. And take your position into warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Bring yourself up into reverse triangle. And then we'll come over that left leg into our triangle pose. So take a moment to set this up. You're aiming for this right shoulder to be back in line with your right hip. Drawing those hips back. Imagine I'm pulling on your right wrist. Take a micro bend in the left knee if you need to. Ideally, both legs should be perfectly straight. Draw yourself up. Inch the feet away from one another and then come into a forward fold. Palms on the ground, release the head, release any tension in the neck. Then interlace the hands behind you and just start to see if you can move those arms away from the back body. Bringing that length and that strength into the shoulders and then release. Turn back to face the front of your yoga mat. High. And then bring that right foot back into the front. Forward fold. And then inhale, arms come all the way up. And then bring yourself back to the center of your mat and we'll come into tree pose. So let's do right side first. So your right ankle into your left thigh, palms to prayer, shoulders back. Find your drishti, drawing that right kneecap back in space, pressing the foot into the thigh and the thigh into the foot. Remember, trees wobble, trees move, but they do have good roots. So I invite you to see how you can move with grace in your tree. Let's do the other side. So left foot into right thigh. So take a bend in that right leg. Grab a hold of your left ankle and draw that in. So really press that foot into that thigh and the thigh into the foot. And if you draw that left knee back, imagine someone's got a bit of string around it and they're pulling it back. That will keep you from wobbling. Imagine you've got like 4 corners of your right foot, your roots, just like a tree, rooted down into the ground beneath you. Find your drishti. See if you can turn your head, keeping your focus on your feet, allowing your tree to wobble, and then bring yourself back down to earth. Well done. Close the eyes. Notice how you feel compared to the beginning of class. Do you feel more fluid? Inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Release. Easing out any tension in the legs, bending one knee, bending the other. And then come to sit down on your bottom. So plant the palms a little bit away from the back of you. We're going to come up into like a reverse tabletop. So open the legs slightly, plant the feet, and then on your inhale, press into the palms and press into the feet and start to lift those hips up. If it feels good for your neck, then release the neck back. Breathe in, breathe out, and release back down. And then slowly come down all the way onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Take your right leg over your left and now hug both knees. And then see if you can grab both ankles or the tops of both feet and just draw them in for a really nice stretch and release. Don't forget to breathe. Release. Other side, right leg over left leg. Hug them in at the ankles or across the feet. Just enjoying this stretch. Notice how your breath is now. Release. Hug the knees in. Take the knees over to the right. Extend your left arm away from you and take your gaze over to your left if that feels good for you. Other side. Knees over to the left. Right arm away from you. Gaze over to the right. Breathe. Come back to center. And then I urge you to spend some time listening to the music for this meditation. It's just a simple music meditation, but it will really help you to focus for the rest of your day. So get yourself set up in Shavasana. You might want a blanket or an eye mask or an eye pillow, whatever you need. Remember, it is only a few minutes, so it's really good if you take that time out of your day to do that. So wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Start to bring yourself back into the room. Hug your knees into your chest. And slowly take yourself over onto your right side. Maybe use your right arm as a pillow. Connect back with your breath. And then bring yourself up to a seated position. Cross the legs. Take your palms to your knees. Just start to connect with your body. Connect with your mat. Noticing how you feel. Gone through this fluid practice. And bring your palms to prayer. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat for this fluid yoga practice. My name is Suzanne Lawson. If you enjoyed being on the mat with me today, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the mat the next time. Namaste.